It was May 3rd, 1969. I was 22 years old, riding on top of an armored personnel carrier in Vietnam. Without warning, a massive anti-tank mine detonated just 8 feet beneath me. In an instant, I was thrown into the air along with everything else. Men, weapons, helmets, dust, even ration boxes, all exploding upward in slow motion. As I rose higher, time itself began to slow. The spinning of bodies and objects around me seemed to defy physics, moving slower and slower. And then, time stopped completely. An inexplicable calm descended. I found myself in a state of consciousness unlike anything I had ever known. It was peaceful, omnipresent, all-knowing, absorbing everything into a single whole. The universe, past, present, and future, collapsed into one center, unchanging and eternal. I was in the light of pure consciousness. It was as if God himself had taken over. There was no me anymore, only him. And with him came overwhelming bliss, love, compassion, and the strange certainty that I had been here before. My entire life unfolded before me, not like a film, not in order, but all at once. Some moments stood out more than others, but all were accepted without judgment. I was then allowed to exist again with the gift of awareness. I could focus on any part of my life with no limits of time. At 22, I didn't make much use of it, but the gift was real. I saw everything around me with impossible clarity, a full 360 degrees, the road, the wood lines, the other vehicles. Whether my head was still attached to my body or not didn't matter. And then gently I was informed I would survive. I would not be seriously injured. I would even make it home from Vietnam alive. The transcendental state faded. Time rushed back. I looked down. The ground was 20 feet below, and I began to fall. I hit with force, but I lived. What I was left with was awe and certainty. I no longer believe in God because of faith. I know God because I was in his presence. I saw that he is not only real, but loving, compassionate, and forgiving in a way I had never allowed myself to imagine before. Even now, decades later, I still feel gratitude that he reached down and held me in his hand that day. It brings tears to my eyes. I don't fear death anymore. Pain and suffering, yes, but not death. Because by his grace, I remembered where I came from. This raindrop remembered the ocean. And although I can't summon that state myself, it is his gift, not mine. I carry the memory of it. It has comforted me through all of life's hardships. Because once you've known the reality of God's presence, you can never forget.